Faculty of Economics and Business, University Diponegoro in Indonesia. This year, one faculty member, Ms. Devapriya Banerjee, joined us, and 3 research associates, Jaspreet Kaur Bhatia, Neha Madan, and Amit Hedao also joined us. We had 4 new PhD candidates registering for the NLU IMT Collaborative PhD program last year, and 5 more will join them this year. On the training front, we had a turnover of over 30 lakhs thanks to the hard work put in by Professor Gadgil and Madhuri Helchel and our administrative support staff who ably supported them. This was up from rupees 24 lakhs in the previous year. We had many repeat clients, indicating the popularity of our MDPs or management development programs. 2 of our centers, the Corporate Governance Center and the HR Analytics Centers, made significant progress by conducting various programs. As an example, student volunteers taught computer usage and a few soft skills to children from the nearby Dorli village school. Human resource analytics is an emerging area where we hope to contribute some innovative research. Placements. Professor Harshvardhan Halve and his team of Uday Damle, Venkat Sai, Valiyappan, and the entire PlaceCom students team made commendable efforts, as a result of which over 50 companies have visited the campus so far, with some more scheduled to visit in March. ICICI Lombard, Magma FinCorp, and TCS eServe were among the biggest recruiters this year. The highest package offered was 15 lakhs per annum by the Trident Group, and the average was 6.9 lakhs per annum. L&T Hydrocarbon offered an international placement, and KPMG was among new recruiters. Asian Paints was one among the regular recruiters this year. We acquired the Bloomberg database and plan to offer a course structured around it. We continue to use simulation and other innovative teaching methods in many courses. An example of innovation in research was that Professor Sharma and Professor Maheshwaran wrote a case on project management using our own Convocation, this event, as a case study. It is published by Richard Ivey. In total, last year, 70 research papers, including cases, were either published or presented by IMT faculty and research associates at various venues and in various journals. We ourselves organized 4 conferences, 3 workshops on data analysis, 1 on financial modeling with Excel, and 1 on mergers and acquisitions in the last year. 3 faculty won research awards: Professor Anil Kumar, Professor Raju Indukuri, and Professor Kulbir Singh. 1, Professor Ekirala, was awarded a doctoral degree. And as part of our future plans, IMT Nagpur plans to apply for accreditation by the NBA very soon. There are more details in the souvenir which you have with you, and I will close this while wishing all the outgoing students the very best in their lives and careers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Director of IMT Nagpur, Dr. Rajendra Narkungar, kindly presenting the annual report for the year 2012 and 2013. I now have the privilege, ladies and gentlemen, in saying a few words of introduction about the President of the Board of Governors, Mr. Kamal Nath. He is India's Minister of Urban Development and Parliamentary Affairs. To address the growing urban infrastructure challenge in India, Mr. Kamal Nath aims to create economically vibrant, inclusive, efficient, and sustainable urban habitats. As Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, he is responsible for the smooth conduct of business in both the Houses of Parliament. In his previous capacity as the Minister of Road Transport and Highways from May 2009 to January 2011, Mr. Nath created a significant momentum to the development of national highways. As Commerce and Industry Minister of India from 2004 to 2009, Mr. Kamal Nath enunciated India's first comprehensive foreign trade policy in 2004, laying out a coherent roadmap with a twin focus on exports as well as employment. He was successful in tripling India's foreign trade within this period and engineering a seven-fold increase in FDI inflows to India. Significant strides were made in the areas of intellectual property and industrial design. He was first inducted into the Union Council of Ministers in the year 1991. During his 4-year tenure as Minister of Environment and Forests of India, he made a remarkable contribution to the enunciation and development of the national policy on ecological conservation and the abatement of pollution. From 1995 to 1996, Mr. Kamal Nath was Textiles Minister of India. He joined the Indian National Congress Party in 1968 as a youth worker and was elected to Parliament from the Chhindwara constituency for the first time in 1980. He's won parliamentary elections from the same constituency 8 times. I have the proud privilege, ladies and gentlemen, and the honor in now inviting Mr. Kamal Nath, President, IMT Board of Governors, to kindly address the graduating students, please.
Mr. Azim Premji, Dr. Rajendra Narkunkar, members of the faculty, students, ladies and gentlemen. My young friends, you are convocating today. Today is a defining moment in your lives. And in many ways, in years to come, you will refer to the period before you graduated from IMT and after you graduated from IMT as 2 distinct phases. For today, you are embarking upon life. All your education since your kindergarten days has been leading up to this. Fortunately, you are now equipped to take on life. In this sense, your graduation is not just a piece of paper in your hand, but is a graduation into the real world. It gives me great pleasure to be present in your midst to share this very special moment in your lives as you enter into the world of responsibility, duties, challenges, and opportunities. On this occasion, it is my honor and an honor for IMT to have with us Mr. Azim Premji. Mr. Azim Premji, as you are all aware, is the chairman of Wipro and has transformed a company, a cosmetics and food company with just about $2 million of sales into a giant software company which is over $1 billion. Mr. Azim Premji was able, many years in advance, to understand and appreciate what IT and IT-enabled services would mean for India and the world. And he had the courage to act upon his assessment, not just his assessment, but his vision. People like Mr. Premji do not function in the reactive mode, but in the proactive mode. It is not just that they foresee what might happen, they also formulate what should happen. And having worked out a formulation, they set themselves to ensure that it happens and make it happen. Mr. Premji is a model for you. He is an excellent example of a person who, in securing his own success, has actually secured the progress of the country and the advancement of society at large. In 2001, he founded the Azim Premji Foundation, a non-profit organization with a vision to contribute to achieving quality universal education. In December 2010, he pledged to donate $2 billion for improving school education in India. This he has recently done by transferring 213 million shares of Wipro to the Azim Premji Trust. This donation is the largest of its kind in India. Before you leave the portals of IMT and commence your professional journey, I want you to ponder a little over what you came here with, what learning you are taking with you, and what you will be giving back to society. You are a product of the third largest higher education system in the world. The institute from which you are passing out today is among the best in India. Roughly 25 million youngsters like you come out of the higher education system every year. There is a high level of competition for jobs, for placements, for internships, for admissions. To succeed in today's world, you would have to excel and strive for excellence relentlessly. There are millions of young men and women of your age who have not been as fortunate as you to get the high quality of education which you have received. You have to shoulder additional responsibilities. You have to become able citizens who have to service the country, lead it, and in future be the change agents. The world that you are stepping into is a very different world you have been experiencing from the cocoon of studenthood. The world of today, generally, and more particularly India, is very, very different. Textbooks and case studies seem to get outdated even as they get printed. But this rapid pace of social and economic change also provides an excitement and a huge opportunity to hone your professional skills, to reach out for success, and to make it your own. The ability to foresee change and the courage to act upon that with foresight is what marks out the real successful entrepreneur and sets him apart and above from the rest. All of you are destined for success. You are fully equipped for it. Your education, your intelligence, your training. But it is not merely success that IMT wishes to produce. We want you to be not just managers of change, but molders of the future. In a way, I mean visionaries. You are fortunate to be starting your professional life in an India that has arrived. In the last 2 decades, steadily, India has firmly established itself firmly on the global radar, with countries and companies across the world vying and jostling for a strong and sustained presence here in India. And this is not without reason. Notwithstanding some of the slowdown, no one doubts the potential of tremendous economic growth that India possesses. The fact remains that the fundamentals of the Indian economy are strong and stable, and we are well on our path of growth. Along with strong economic parameters and ratios, India also has this unique and great advantage of demographics. A young population. India is placed at a unique juncture in world history due to its demographics. We have today the largest young population in the world, and in a few years' time, we will be the youngest in the world, which means 2 things: big responsibility and a fantastic opportunity. All you young men and women who are convocating today are well aware of the power of knowledge and information. Today, Information is available at the click of a mouse on a button. Technology has changed and is rapidly changing. And the way we look at things, at concepts such as distance, time, teaching, and learning have all changed. Today, you don't have to traverse the length and breadth of the world or even our own country to go to the finest libraries, the museums, the research archives, data centers. Internet brings everything home, right to your desktop, whether it is science, arts, technology, or management. You name it, and everything is available on the net. There are search engines, new portals, data mining websites, social networking websites, travel, food, hobby websites. There is a veritable ocean of information and wisdom out there waiting to be told. This is the new paradigm of education. It requires self-motivation, self-learning, and self-exploration. And that is the big change which has taken place even from students who graduated 10 or 20 years ago. And that is that it requires self-motivation, self-learning, and self-exploration. This is the era of massive online open resources. Knowledge sharing and education has reached a stage in evolution that institutes are ready to share their wealth free of cost. It is for you to make use of this wealth for your own enrichment. It is for you to decide what is right for you, what is good for you. You have to be your own judge and guide and mentor. When whatever that is worth knowing cannot be taught, then it is important to think critically and analyze what needs to be learned. Develop consciously within yourself the ability to analyze things critically, decipher complex situations, and find solutions to the challenges around you. Don't be content with bookish knowledge. Try it out, test it in real life, and only then will you be able to understand its real worth and efficacy. So don't be afraid of questioning, of not accepting what is given to you and what you feel is not correct. And most important of all, don't be afraid of hard work. There is absolutely no substitute to it. Be sincere in whatever you are given responsibility for. Believe me, it shows. Be perseverant, be determined. This new phase of your life, more so in the next few years, will largely determine what you lead and live your life. Learning has to be continuous and a never-ending process. The day you tell yourself that you know everything and you tell yourself, I know everything, you cease to grow. I have seen very many intelligent, mature, and accomplished people commit that mistake of refusing to learn and getting reduced to a relic, a thing of the past and not relevant. Apart from fulfilling your responsibility and duty towards your family and friends and your organization, remember also to fulfill your duty to society and to this nation. You are embarking on the most exciting journey at a time when the country itself has entered into an exciting phase. The world out there is fiercely competitive, but you should have no fear. You have been tempered by one of the most rigorous programs in India and are now ready to show your mettle. Be the sparks of fire which this institute has created you to be, sparks which ignite, which illuminate, which glow, and which shows others the path. Go, embrace your future with confidence and with courage. Congratulations, good luck, and may you all fulfill your dreams.
Thank you very much indeed, President of the Board of Governors, IMT Nagpur, for a very motivating and encouraging address to the convocating students of IMT Nagpur. Ladies and gentlemen, I now am privileged and honored to introduce our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Azim Premji, Chairman of Wipro Limited. He's been at the helm of Wipro Limited since his return from Stanford University, where he graduated in electrical engineering in the late 1960s. He turned Wipro, what was then a $2 million hydrogenated cooking fat company, into the $7.3 billion revenue IT, BPO, and R&D services organization with a presence in 54 countries. Mr. Premji started at Wipro driven by one basic idea: to build an organization which was deeply committed to values, in the firm belief that success in business would eventually but inevitably follow. Unflinching commitment to values continues to remain at the core of Wipro. Mr. Premji strongly believes that ordinary people are capable of extraordinary things when organized into highly charged teams. He takes keen personal interest in developing leaders and teams and invests significant time as faculty in Wipro's leadership development programs. Mr. Premji is firmly committed to the belief that business organizations have deep social responsibility, which must be discharged not only through ethical, fair, and ecologically sustainable business practices and in weaving ecological sensitivity in every aspect of the organization, but also by active involvement in fundamental societal issues. Wipro is deeply involved in trying to improve quality of school education through its Wipro Applied